Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Factorio here in our step-by-step to Megabase series. In the previous episode we prepared everything necessary in order to start with nuclear power, and this is exactly what we're gonna do today. We have this space here available to us. We shall see if that is actually enough. I already got a couple of materials with me, probably not enough. So I'm just gonna get started with a design. We're gonna do 4 reactors. We will have to put the fuel cells into the reactors and get the empty fuel cells out of there back into the train. For just one of these reactors we need to place 12 of these heat exchangers. They are like the boilers with the steam turbines, and I'm gonna do this in pairs of 3. Now let me cut this out and rotate it so the steam goes towards the left side. I then want to leave one space for a pipe and one space for a belt. That should be good. And then we can take some heat pipes right there and connect these. Let me see. This should be going out from here and then connecting to all of those. Now this is 6 heat exchangers. We are going to need 12 per reactor we placed. Let me see. I'm actually going to need a little bit more space. So I'm going to push this further up and this one a little bit further down. And this way I can actually connect these pipes here together. This is going to be the water input right here. So have that a little bit further up. That is fine. Though, of course, we want to keep the heat pipes as short as possible. Good. In the end, I'm gonna grab some water from down here, and these guys should just continue. Wonderful. Now we can also do the output pipes. These are going to be the steam pipes. All of these like so, and they should be connecting together in this spot here. And I want to make sure not to actually hook them up here to the water. However, this here needs to be connected as such. Okay, this is one module for one reactor. Now let's copy this over and paste it one more time like so. Connect the heat pipes, and that should be 2 modules out of the way. Now we just need to copy this over on the other side as well. Also leave one space free, and I want to flip it probably. Yeah, something like that. We can also connect these together. Okay, that's not looking too shabby. Now we need to get everything and paste it way further down. So let me just go ahead and grab that. Let's try to center it and place it as much down as possible. Yeah, I think we could get away with something like this. And then the next thing we need to do is build 20 steam turbines per reactor. At least I believe that is the number. So these are slightly different steam turbines. Let's do 5 in a row. Okay, that gives us actually a little bit of spare space. And then another 4, that would be 20. Yeah, we will never be able to get all the steam turbines in here, but maybe most of them would already be nifty. Oh, I just noticed I also need at least one space in between here to set up some power poles. Unless we do it with substations. Nah, I think let's keep the power poles. This seems efficient enough. Now I wonder, could I get this here? Okay, like this they would be perfectly centered, and we could grab another one, place it here, connect it there. Get yet another one on this side. Okay, hold on, that is too far away. Right here. So now we have enough steam turbines for 3 reactors. We would need 20 more. Could I just add them here? That would be 2, 4, that's 20, 22, and 24. So we could get rid of the 4 turbines there, for instance. This doesn't actually look too shabby, I have to say. You can also see I already prepared the water lines. We're gonna need 1 water line for each of these pipes. The entirety of the water is gonna be used up, and I brought it all the way over from our tanks, made sure that I have separate outputs for each of them. And then of course we now should also have a train incoming as soon as we are below 100k. At the moment, how much water do we have? 109k. So a train should soon leave, and I have made the station right here. So this is my water station that is going to deliver all the stations. And I know I cheated here a little bit. Well, you knew it. I had the water fill mod so that I can place the pumps wherever I like. But it's not like water is a really rare and hard to find resource, so I don't really feel bad about this. What I feel bad about though is that I don't have enough materials to finish this, so let me quickly grab some. Wonderful. I'm back with plenty of steam turbines, a whole bunch of heat exchangers. I think we should be able to finish this. Very nice. Everything is in place. Maybe I'm gonna set up some lighting here, and then we also have to continue the power poles here somewhat. Am I happy with the placement? Yeah, I think so. We might even be able to get rid of these power poles. Maybe have a connection right here. That should be enough. You know, I think we could take everything and push it a little bit further up. I want to do that. You come to Papa. Okay. Now I maybe want to have it in this spot. I like this a little bit better, so I can move these guys over. And looks like my robots are already done. How wonderful. Now we would be hooking them up to the individual pipes here. Let's see, you would continue there and then connect with you. So these guys here can go. Then the next one would join up with this guy. And lastly, you with you. Okay. Now let's actually do all underground piping. I'm not sure. I think this is just going to look slightly better. Not really, but the belting is still going to be easier. Let's grab the fuel here. I'm going to bring it straight down and over at this point. Now let me see. I think I want to go to this spot and then I'm going to move around to the other set, the other two reactors. And I want to end up here and go up to this point right there. Okay, that seems reasonable. We should be able to import these guys here and there and there. And then, of course, we also want to export the bad products, so the empty fuel cells. And I'm going to do that in this spot. All we have to do to make this work is do our weaving pattern. So right here, I'm going to switch to a red belt and bring these empty packets over. And the other inserter is already right this way. So empty packets will go out here. And I'm going to do the same thing here on the other side. Give me red belt. You move over there into this belt and then you guys come back. Okay. And I think we can just simply move up. We shouldn't be getting that many fuel cells. So just one inserter should be good. If we hop over here and push the inserter into the wagon, then that should be taken care of. Good. Now all that's left to do is power everything up. Ooh, I'm missing heat pipes. Okay, that's not good. Wait, maybe I can build some 5. How many am I missing? Oh, 42. Never mind. Something went wrong there. Yeah, there are 500 heat pipes in here. And for some reason, I did not wait. They actually went into my trash slot there. No wonder I cannot place them. But there we go. Now they are being placed. And everything is good to go. Okay, let's power it up then. I need to get over here. I don't like that. Oh, okay, that's actually fine. Now missing an underground belt here and connect this with a heat pipe. Wait, there are no trains with this stop. I totally forgot to program the train. My bad. Water is going to be really important, you know. Full cargo and then unload water, empty cargo. Do that automatically. Okay, the train is on its way. There it is. And it should be unloaded fairly quickly. And there it is. My tank's already almost full again with 162,000. In this case, let's not wait any longer. I'm gonna connect this and get the reactors going. The fuel cells are gonna be loaded up and of course heat is being produced. As soon as the heat is hot enough, then the steam will be produced as well. And it should be going into our steam turbines producing the oh so necessary power. Now mind you, it's not gonna be enough to power the mega module in its entirety, but it's gonna do about a third of the load. So we're not going to be needing 36 solar panel arrays anymore. But now let's just wait for this to happen. Maybe we already get some steam soon. No, I guess while we're waiting, I can take care of some weird connections that happened here. Nice. Now this is looking fairly clean. Let's set up some lights and I think we're done with the build here. And it actually fits quite nicely. I'm surprised. Temperature is almost 500 degrees. I think this is what we need to reach the 500 degrees here inside the heat exchangers. We are at 500 degrees and yeah, I just saw the steam pop into existence. So now it's just going to distribute and hopefully in due time activate all of our steam turbines. We can see on the right side they are slowly filling up here with 200 units of steam at a temperature of 500 degrees. Now the question is, will this kick in during the night? When will it exactly kick in? Is it like the steam turbines where it's only using the fuel if necessary? No, I don't think so. It's always going to be consuming the fuel, but it's not always going to be producing power. It's only going to produce the power that we actually are using. So my suspicion is the nuclear power is being used first. Like we can see it activate right now. Maybe we can already check. Yeah, now that it is nighttime and the accumulators are, wait, they are still full. Interesting. But we can see the steam turbines are kicking in now that the solar panels aren't doing the job anymore. Okay, so solar panels have the priority and then the steam is gonna kick in. We are producing 466 megawatts, not too shabby. We need 1.3 gigawatts to completely power up this guy, the mega module that is. Now, we can already see there's actually one empty fuel cell or 4 used up uranium cells. So that was actually the first load that we used up. We are using them up way slower than we can produce them, by the way. And I think these guys go all the way up to 1000 degrees, but I do believe we already reached the maximum power and now the power actually goes down. So this is curious to me. It was now basically using more of the accumulators. I wonder how they prioritize things. Now, what's happening here? Do I not have enough water? Yes, of course. There's some water missing. Why is that? Let me quickly go ahead and check. Maybe we're actually not able to pump this stuff out quick enough. I think I need to set up a bunch of pumps here either way. Also, I kind of want to lower the requirements here to maybe 50,000. Good. Now give me pumps. We're gonna install pumps everywhere. One here, one there. I guess we can get one in here. Yeah, that should be fine. I'm getting one pump in here and we're gonna be doing that for all of the liquids with the pump. Okay, I think that might actually work out. Let's check the nuclear power is not running. Did it already explode? Maybe. No, temperature is at 1000 degrees. Output full. Output full. So these are all ready to go. Interesting. Okay, so I get it. This is why people always talk about steam storage. We are now producing steam, but not really. So we would be leading that into a storage in order to utilize later, but screw that. I mean, just look at all the fuel cells. There's no need to do that. But you know what I need to do is get this split up instead and move it over here. I don't know why, but I like this much better. So it is because my solar panels are producing enough power, right? This is why the nuclear power isn't kicking in. And I'm gonna test that theory by just using more power. We are currently mostly lacking the control units, for which we're lacking these guys. So that's what we have to speed up. This is not gonna utilize much more power, but we can then also set up beacons. Now quickly have to check where to start. This would be the start and we keep going here. And this should now dramatically increase the amount of power we are using. So much so that the nuclear reactors are kicking in. Well, at least slightly. There we go. Okay. This is promising. I don't really mind the fuel waste. Seeing that at our base we're just going nuts here. This is just crazy how much fuel we can produce. And I don't think we're ever gonna run out. Also considering where is the nuclear patch? Right here. We are, well, we still have 2 million uranium in here. Yeah, this is absolute insanity. We should set up more reactors. I don't see why not now. It's like a significantly smaller blueprint and somewhere we could just have a nuclear reactor factory, you know? But I do like filling up the rest of the module with this. It kind of makes it complete and then we can have a couple of solar panels here as well. Maybe here on the top. I don't know. Maybe you have a good idea. But I'm glad about this. Nuclear power is finally established, even though it doesn't always kick in. But I guess as long as the solar panels are producing enough, we don't need to worry too much. I mean, 1.6 gigawatts, not too shabby. Yeah, let me go ahead and set up a bunch more beacons. I think we can now risk a little bit more. There's another thing we can now do. Let me just dump all of my productivity modules here. I want to make sure some of these guys here already have the productivity modules and maybe you already have them. I don't know. I guess let's give them to the flying robot frames. Eventually all the machines require modules, so why not get them installed right away? You probably also require speed modules. What else? Grenade. I would assume all of this will be speed modules, though I will have to check. Then you probably as well. Okay, that was everything. Let me move back a little bit, get some more beacons and stuff running, and then we shall see how much power we can use and produce. Alright, I've been observing this for a little bit. I added beacons wherever I figured we are not producing enough at the moment. Well, not everywhere, but our power requirements are now going through the roof, approaching the 1 gigawatts mark. Then at some point I suddenly fell asleep and I don't know how it happened, but my white spider completely disappeared. I think what happened is in my sleepiness, I basically sent my white spider over to destroy the nests instead of my fighter spiders. And of course, this spider here will not survive. This is the only logical explanation I have for it. Another thing I did is I moved my water collection area right here. So now we are collecting the water here, and this goes back into the train system. I therefore removed this part right here so that I can accommodate 2 trains. This is just much better because we need a lot of water. Now, possibly every now and then we're actually going to need some pumps. That is another thing I might want to add. Maybe right here we could install a pump. Yeah, I think this is not the worst of ideas, so we can get this to go a little bit faster here, and we're actually getting enough water in here. Then we should have another train incoming. I also added a whole bunch more liquid reservoirs so we can have this really full, and then change the condition to bring liquid if we go below the 400,000 mark. Now, of course, one thing we are lacking at the moment is the copper. We only have 2 copper trains at the moment, and they have to deliver the 3 stations here. They have to deliver the station here at the bottom. They have to deliver, I think that's all. But it's enough for us to not have enough, of course. But let's go ahead and place some more modules. For instance, I would like to speed up the blue science pack, so I'm already gonna module those up. I also want to speed up the purple science packs here. So let me grab a beacon here, and we're gonna get started right in between those 2 science packs. Wonderful. Now we're finally producing here a little bit. We will need to speed up these guys here. Wait, I don't think I'm gonna need it here. Here I'm gonna need the productivity modules. Actually, I don't think we are even gonna need this here. Yeah, let's just observe it. Let's go with the materials we are lacking. What are we lacking? Right here, output is full. Now we're lacking the engine units, so that's what we have to take care of. Gonna add a bunch of productivity modules, and the rest we're gonna beacon up. Now let's speed up. Yeah, this part here is more important, so I'm gonna do the lower row first. And just like that, we should be able to serve way more of these guys. I just want to now gradually speed up the production of science here. Wait a second, I'm missing the electronic furnace. Where is this going right now? It is going up here and then down there. Okay, so it should be delivered to the correct spot. That means we're not producing enough furnaces. I'm gonna speed that one up. Okay, and then maybe add a bunch more beacons here that are touching the furnace. Now we're missing the stone bricks, but I first need to get some more modules. Okay, next up we speed up these guys. Flying robot frames is what they are missing. They don't have many beacons yet. These right here are not going to be beneficial to anything else. So I'm first going to start up there. And of course, I ran out of beacons now. I'm also going to go ahead and gradually fill out this lake here. This is kind of in the way. So let me do that. And my landfilltrons should take care of that. Yes. That's exactly what I like to see. In the meantime, I'm picking up some more beacons. We also have more modules. This is nice. This probably happened when I fell asleep for an hour or so. Good. That means productivity modules. I'm gonna finish all the science packs here. And now look at that. Also, these guys here are all running, but they are really slow. So that's what we need to speed up next. I'm also gonna place the beacons here at the bottom already. And now they are really ramping up. This is great. This is really great. So at this point, I think the science labs are not going to be fast enough. Yeah, as soon as we filled up the yellow packs, the science labs are going to be the problem. So I think I want to get started with these guys now. Productivity modules, that's for sure. More science is always better. So that's the first thing we're going to fix for them. We now finally reached the 1.0 gigawatts mark, but we have 2.3 gigawatts available. Is that right? That's kind of crazy. Yeah, now we can see the yellow packs are starting to queue up. That means we desperately need to add some of these beacons. Let's maybe do one here where we can affect as many as possible. Just do one entire lab here. Now let's look at the difference here. This is how it goes with the beacons, and without the beacons, like that. It makes a huge difference. Yeah, I want to do this for another set here because I believe we still don't have enough. And now I actually ran out of speed modules. Let's place the last one right there. Okay, now the green and red packs are actually starting to slow down from the looks of it. But yeah, that's now how it's gonna go. Of course, in the next episode, in order to make this happen, we will also have to expand our resources. In my test world, I made a rail blueprint here that I could use in order to connect everything together. And thinking about how I structured the Megabase, I don't think we're actually going to be needing a 4-lane system. Yeah, it's just the theoretical throughput of trains is going to be much higher. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a 2-lane system. Switching to a 4-lane system from a 2-lane system is much easier than the other way around. So I'm not too worried about it should we have to change it later into a 4-lane system. But considering we are only shipping raw resources here with the trains, the 2 lanes should be good. I mean, we are using way less trains than in other megabases, where all these materials here are much further spread apart. Anyway, next episode it will be time to gather some more resources. I'm gonna hook up as many as I can and also start to take apart the starter base more. But with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching, have a great time, and hopefully I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Bye bye.